the most ruthless of their kind, Malekith.
Oh my god, the Dark Elves are getting explained at the start. Just like they do 20 minutes in.
Because they're so engaging both times.
My father, King Bor.
King Bor, this is who made the film, right?
Yeah. No, that's how I feel when I'm watching the film. I will say I do miss Heimdall, though, and I know he's in the film a pretty decent amount from
He is.
maybe.
He has a moment to shine or two.
Dude, that dude looks like a Teletubby.
And also, something we can already immediately see with this film is it's just visually uninteresting.
You're fully correct.
It's got to be like one of the most boring-looking Marvel movies.
Best character in the MCU. Woo!
That's not true.
That's
It
not
is
true.
That is not true.
Baby,
not
I
true.
stand by it. I'll die on
Absolutely
that hill.
not.
He's so good.
Oh, weird hill to die on, but at least you're dead.
Oh my god,
That's
is
one
that
of
Korg?
Korg's people.
No
is.
way!
Yeah.
That's so
I
funny.
never realized that. That's
That-
very funny.
That's amazing.
He just gives him a kiss.
So that never gets brought up in the new ones, that he murdered one of Korg's.
I mean, this guy's clearly an asshole, so,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah, you really needed to know it was Asgard.
I needed to know it was Asgard. I couldn't tell by the fucking rainbow bridge or that Thor called Heimdall to take him back. I miss his blonde eyebrows.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
It is season 2 of The Witcher.
No notes on this scene, by the way. No criticism.
I have one criticism. It's called pants.
Ah, yeah, fair point.
I'm taking notes right now. It's just a crude drawing of abs. I'm not hating it so far.
It's all right.
Yeah, we're
It's
5 minutes
not a
in.
movie to hate so much. It's just not one to be wowed by. That's how I view it.
In the grand scheme of the MCU's TV show, this is a filler episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I couldn't tell by the wheel.
Are you the police?
Nah, bruv. It'll stab you, ain't I? Give me your wallet.
We had unimpeded access. Our only competition was 10 years old. Jane, you were gone for 5 hours.
Why would you call the cops? What the fuck are they gonna do?
Jane disappeared.
What are the cops gonna do?
Called the Avengers.
To get Jane back.
Iron Man shows up.
What do you want me to do? Hi.
So, wait, he controlled the weather.
Yeah, that's the thing he does.
Yeah,
He never does that ever again.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like if Dracula did it once.
Jovi Kirath Osa Shlime.
Yeah, so, worst villain?
In like an MCU film?
Yeah.
Yellow Jacket.
No, this guy, Yellow Jacket has anything to him. I'm not saying it's good, but like
Worst villain?
this guy's nothing.
You know what? I got a better one. Ghost, Ant-Man and the Wasp. She's going to be in Thunderbolts, and I forgot who she was.
Sure, but
What about who's the villain of Black Widow? Not Taskmaster, but the guy.
He sucked, too. Why is Thunderbolts just a Black Widow sequel?
Come with me. There are relics that predate the universe itself.
Oh wait, it's the dialogue from the beginning of the film.
Passa Yamanalla Nola.
What's his motivation again?
He wants the ether to restore his people.
It's decent. Decent motivation.
he's going to plunge the universe into darkness, and he can't wait to do it.
This is the plot of Sonic Chronicles.
Name literally any of the Dark Elves' names.
Malekith.
The Curse.
Can you name anything else?
Yeah.
Sif.
It's not a dark elf.
Jane Foster.
Curse with a K is what he is now, because it's played by Adewale Akinnuoye Agbaje of Killer Croc fame. Not yet, though.
Kat Denning. Does this movie get more interesting as time goes on?
No.
It's starting to trail off for me in terms of...
The scenes with Loki are pretty great, and then there's other scenes that's most of the movie.
This is fucking dope.
Woo!
That's
It is.
fucking sweet.
More of that, please.
Yeah, look at the lighting in that. Like, you can barely see his face.
You can't see this film.
You can't see this film.
There are scenes that are properly lit.
Yeah, but it's none of... Like,
Oh,
it's a lot
5% of the film you can actually see.
The things that are properly lit are like just talking exposition scenes for the most part.
Yeah.
Take it to your chambers. I'll come for you when it's safe.
Take care.
Despite all I have survived, my
What was the point of that?
So that was alluding to a cut scene. I remember looking this up.
Oh, right, because
Because there was supposed to be a love triangle, and they cut out the scene where that was established. So now it's just a quick shot.
don't mind that they cut out the love triangle. I wish they just, remembered to cut out the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This scene's fucking dope.
Either keep it all in or keep none of it in. Otherwise, it's weird.
Heimdall just goes.
Yes. The one scene in all the MCU where Heimdall is shown being a good Heimdall. The rest of the time, he just stands there and stares at people. And I'll say this. Thor 4, right at the end, awesome.
Oh my god, that scene
He's
with
in
him and-
Valhalla. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Perfect.
If anyone deserves to be in Valhalla,
Imagine that this is our world, and oh, thank you. And this is another world.
He's talking about the multiverse before the multiverse existed. I want to point that out.
That's not true. The multiverse existed. We just weren't there yet.
No, Loki literally created the multiverse.
Also, that's not the explanation in Multiverse of Madness. Loki establishes how the multiverse is made, but that also kind of contradicts Endgame. Because if it's not a multiverse, then where did they go?
Yeah.
If not back in time.
He did it outside of the realm of time, therefore we don't know when it actually started.
It always started.
None of that tracks.
He was later taken into police custody for psychiatric.
Remember this thing that we already saw, like the first 20 minutes of the movie, and we're seeing it directly again?
I thought they learned that already.
They did!
So then why are they learning it now?
I don't
because
know!
the audience needs to be reminded.
Oh my god.
I didn't remember.
You know what? Tell me the exposition again about the Dark Elves. I didn't
Long
get that
ago.
the first 2 times.
Long ago.
In ancient Egypt.
It's been
2 weeks.
It's been thousands of years.
It's been 50 minutes since we told this already.
Loki dies in this one, right?
Oh, this is a film? Yes.
I'm Loki. You may have heard of me.
That was for New York.
Can you imagine invading Earth and killing so many people and almost winning, and then your punishment is 1 slap?
Now they're firing at us.
Yeah, thank you for the commentary, Loki. It's not at all distracting.
That's all of our
I was
commenters.
about to say the same thing. Thanks for the commentary. I'm trying to watch the movie.
I have something to do this movie. All right, bye.
I'm going to go be in the DCEU now.
Quick, what was his character's name?
Fandral.
He just said it out
I
loud.
know.
Terrible choice. You should ask about the bearded guy who guarded them in the palace.
Oh no, some world somewhere.
Oh
Or
my
is
god,
that
it's
just
the
Earth?
Eternals.
Oh no. Yeah, wait, this doesn't matter at all, because Earth is just a vessel for a big old dude, isn't it?
Unicron.
In that case, nothing matters.
Yeah, like... Damn.
And this is Dormammu. Wow.
That guy's a real curse, ain't he?
This guy's really indiscriminate from the background of the scene and kind of hard to see.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Loki's about to die.
No.
I know. It's
But wait a minute. He comes back, right?
No.
No, well,
Never.
we don't know.
Hold
Never,
on.
not once.
At least in Avengers, they didn't fake kill him. They just captured him.
In Avengers Infinity War, they didn't fake kill him.
They
just killed him.
Flat out killed him.
I didn't do it for him.
He did it for me.
I'm very selfish.
Oh my god, guys, Loki died.
Wow, such emotional weight.
It's the second time this has happened!
Now, to be fair, with no post-context, that is a decent emotional scene.
Sure.
However...
I mean, shit, he comes back by the end of the credits.
He comes back before the credits.
Thor 1, it's in the post-credit scene he
Yep.
comes back. Thor 2, they're speedrunning it, getting it before the credits start.
Thor 3 just doesn't even fake die.
Yeah.
And then in Infinity War, they just fucking murder him.
And then he gets his own show, and it's basically the same character.
Oh my god.
It's the can.
What are the odds?
And my keys.
Actually,
this is some cosmic
yeah,
bullshit.
wait, what are the odds?
This is some cosmic
Holy
bullshit.
shit, they had
There's
the whole
9
universe?
realms. They walked here.
Yeah.
Bro, they were in the whole universe.
This is some plot convenience.
That is the biggest one in all the MCU.
You know what? I think I might agree.
Wow. That
What
went,
are the fucking
went
odds?
anywhere in the whole universe, and it went there.
Now, question. How'd the movie get darker?
This bit's fucking hilarious, and I will stand by this as the funniest joke in every Thor movie.
Yes, it is.
Thor 3 and Thor 4 are like genuine comedies, right? They're actually supposed to be funny. What's the funniest joke in the entire MCU? It's not in either of those movies.
Is there a right answer? Are you thinking of something?
I'm thinking of something specific.
Okay, okay.
I don't think there is a
Funniest joke
right
in the
answer.
MCU.
God, that's
Because
give me a
it's
second
an
here.
opinion.
Yeah, that's a very
It
much
is
an opinion
so
thing.
subjective, but like I don't know. I would say a couple beats in Avengers. I'm trying to think of a good one. The I bet you $10 that it didn't happen. And he just hands him. That's a good one.
My favorite joke in the entire MCU is Infinity War.
It's when Loki died.
No.
Is it something to do with Spider-Man?
No. I don't want you to guess mine. I want you to tell me yours.
Oh, I thought that was the point.
I
of
want to
this.
know what yours
What's yours
is.
then? You start.
I don't know, because it's like towards the middle of the film, so I don't know if it's first half or second half. But when Peter Quill is trying to get the fucking stone, and he starts doing the intro to Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, dancing around, and he just fucking
Boom! That's Endgame, not
is
Infinity
Endgame.
War.
That's why
That is
they're the
Endgame.
same fucking movie.
Oh my god.
They're two different movies.
That is a great joke.
Hilarious.
And Rhodey just fucking punched
Boom!
us. Can't remember exactly, but I'm gonna say pretty much anything from Vision from the first half of WandaVision. Paul Bettany's fucking hilarious.
He is really funny in those.
Paul Bettany's just great.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he
I
is.
agree. I loved him as Dryden Voss in Solo, a Star Wars story.
Memphis Nest has been a constant thorn in our side.
You're joking, right? That's Thor out there. He's waving his hammer around. And
Wait, that's the guy
That's
from
the
Witcher!
guy! That's fucking Witcher guy!
Yeah!
What's his Istrid?
Yeah!
Istrid's his name.
Holy
With the
shit!
sick haircut?
Yeah!
Oh my god! That's so funny. He's in Thor the Dark. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, wait!
So
that's
that
so cool!
if I had a nickel for every time a 2013 MCU film had a fucking actor from something else that we've already watched, I'd have 2 nickels. Do you think he was studying abroad?
Yeah, he's learning magic from Thor.
One son who wanted the throne too much, another who will not take it.
And then also a daughter, but we don't talk about her yet.
Yeah, not until the next one, and then I die, and then you do not care for like 2 whole films.
It belongs to you.
Because Loki knows he can't pick it up.
Yep. I will probably give it the highest score of all of us. I know. I'm gonna blow you guys away here, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it. It's a 6. I think it's fine. I think it's got so many problems. It reminds me a lot of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, because there's a lot going for it and there's a lot going against it in the same film, and it alternates between excellent scenes and painfully boring scenes. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I like the cinematography. Color grading needs some fresh work, but I don't know. The effects were all top notch, and Loki is the best character in the MCU. I will once again die on that hill. I cannot stop dying on that hill. It's a real problem. I'm like Loki, keeping coming back on that same hill. So, yeah, 6. It's a mid. Oh, I'm sorry. I should also wrap this up by saying that my bottom 3 MCU movies, which I assume we're all gonna do, my number 3 worst is Thor: The Dark World. Funny enough, my number 2 worst is Iron Man 2, and my worst is Eternals. I will now pass it off.
I'm gonna go next because Jake and Joquin, like Mud and Joquin, for the audience. I know your name's actually Jake. When it
We were
boils
just talking about that.
when it boils down to it, this movie is the hardest mid in the entire world. There's great character development for the character of Thor, a great relationship between him and his brother, interesting scenes that are here when it's well lit enough. The problem with this movie is the things that aren't interesting are painfully boring.
Yep.
Like, painfully boring. That's a fucking issue. When you have things that aren't supposed to be those big, expertly level, like, fun moments, you have to have at least something well written or something remotely attachable. And the things in this movie are not attachable besides, like, you know, the 2 really fun, good scenes. 5. The cinematography is 50-50. You either get anything good or dark. The biggest issue with this film is that it's either somewhat good or dog water. Mix it together, you literally get the hardest 5 in maybe the world.
Okay.
Painfully forgettable, middling, bleh.
So I think we should allow these 2 fine gentlemen to decide who goes
Joquin
first.
does
since
have
this
to
is
go
kind of
first because it's Mud's pick.
it's a compliment to Iron Man 3's pick.
Yeah.
So
So we'll have you guys discuss it, but Joquin, you start the discussion.
So fucking
Oh, I didn't
bad.
do my bottom 3.
Go nuts.
Thor: The
Good.
Dark World's 3rd. Iron Man 2. Black Widow.
Oh, okay. He hasn't seen Eternals. I get it.
I'm not.
Joquin.
For context, I've also not seen Eternals. Holy shit, this is bad. It's so bad. It's just so fucking boring. And I think one of the worst things a film could do, if any piece of media, one of the worst things it could do is bore you. Because you're there to have a good time. Not necessarily a fun time, because not everything needs to be fun. But you're there to consume media for a good time. So, this movie being as fucking boring as it is, and a lot of the stuff that you guys were seeing with it, I'm just like sitting here and I'm just fucking baffled. And like, you know what? I'm happy you guys get way more enjoyment out of this than I do, because somebody has to.
Well, you have to admit, like, at least the characterization of the character of Thor is consistent. He has growth.
And Ian, I will say, that character, while consistent, still fucking boring and sucks. Thor is not interesting in his own movies. The humans are not interesting in his own movies. His side character's not interesting in his own movies. And that comes to my next point. There is a reason why the status changed. Like, there's a reason why the next 2 movies would be directed by a comedy director.
It changed for the worst, in my opinion.
And I think it changed for the better. I can't look at something like Ragnarok and be like, oh, well, it's not as serious in tone. I mean, I can, and I'll be like, good, because there was a legitimate issue
I
with
understand
this.
why they made that shift, because most people align with you, Joquin. Me and Ian are just not in that same mindset.
We're built different.
The majority of people out there share that opinion, so I respect it. But I'm glad you enjoy Ragnarok. I don't.
I very much enjoy Ragnarok, and I think Thor: Love and Thunder, for the failings that it does have, is kind of it's a better balance than what Ragnarok does.
I agree with you.
It mixes what can work from the first two Thor films into what really worked about Ragnarok. But
I would say that the other way and say that it mixes what can work with Ragnarok with what really works about the first Thor movie, not Thor: The Dark World.
I don't really have too much more to say other than
what are your bottom three?
My bottom three.
What's your out of 10, Joke?
Oh my God, it's like a 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, my bottom 3. Starting from the highest, I guess. As much as you guys are gonna hate me, Thor.
Oh wow.
And then
Jesus,
Thor: The Dark World,
Oh.
and then Black Widow.
That is tough. That is a tough
I
list.
agree with your last one.
Wow. Both Ant-Mans? Okay, wow. All right, Mike.
Dude.
Fun fact: the first Ant-Man is number 5.
Yeah.
Bottom
Seriously,
5.
Joe.
Where is my Ant-Man? Hang on.
Jesus, dude.
All right.
Thor, I think you're a little harsh on Thor.
Bring it home, Mud. What do we got?
6 for Ant-Man, by the way.
Fully agree with Ian. This is the textbook definition of a mixed bag of a film. There's a lot to like. There's a lot to dislike. We talked characterization. We talked set design. We talked lighting. We talked color correction. We talked the script. I think that this is the worst Thor movie.
Okay.
That is an easy choice.
I'd like to pick that as, I want to say, I also think this is the worst Thor movie. I slightly prefer Ragnarok, but Ragnarok's also like a 6 to me.
Yeah, Ragnarok's like a 6 out of 10 for me. But I can see through the forest for the trees here.
Mm-hmm.
And I can pick out the moments that I like. And I think the middle of this film is solid. I think it's interesting. And I don't think Thor is boring in this film.
No.
I don't think Thor's boring in Thor. So with all of that, I'm going to give this film a 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It is just the most mixed bag. It's my least favorite Thor film. But to finish off the discussion we had in Iron Man 3, I like it more than Iron Man 3.
Oh,
Dumb.
Wow.
And now I shall read off my bottom 3. At number as the worst MCU film, Iron Man 3. Followed by the second worst MCU film, The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, I like that movie.
Which is followed by the third worst MCU film, Black Widow.
So this isn't in the top
This is
spot.
now number 4.
Oh, it's upgraded.
It just escaped the clutches. After watching this, I looked at my list and I saw it was originally just above Iron Man 3, and I was like, no, this is better than Black Widow.
Wow.
And I reslotted it.
This is, in fact, better than Black Widow.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
So it is now my 4th least favorite MCU film.
Yeah, wow.
Joquin, I'd like to thank you for taking us on this journey for me to confirm that Iron Man 3 is terrible.
All right. And Mud, I'd like to thank you too for just reaffirming the idea that your opinions are god awful.
Says the clown.
Says the
clown with the takes.
Clown takes from Joquin today, folks.
Nice defense.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is Mud thinks Iron Man 3 is the worst MCU film.
Yeah.
My source is that Jake is gonna pick some banging.
I'm gonna pick something. All right.
Oh wait! No!
No.
What do you mean something?
Wait. So
Yeah, Jake, what are you picking?
All right. So we're you know how we go experimental sometimes, like
Yeah.
Memento in Order or some shit like that.
I'm
or
already.
You did Transformers the show, but 5 episodes is one. So I'm pushing the boundaries even further. I'm taking where our goalposts
Paint
are.
dry.
Grass grow.
Bro, honestly, that's not a bad idea. I paint a wall and watch it for 2 hours.
We're watching. No, what's that film? We're watching a man with a movie camera.
Yes, yeah.
From the 20s.
No,
That movie's
so
good.
I'm pushing the
didn't like
boundaries
it.
further. Because
Music
you
videos.
all 3 of you in this room feel a certain way about this, a certain level of yes, and I'm just so firmly in the camp of no.
Oh, is it?
What do you think it is?
I think it's. I'm thinking of ending things.
No.
Oh.
No, Joker hasn't seen it.
No. So
I
you
wish.
guys are all hype. I'm just so not hype. I told you it was an hour 40. We're
Sounds
watching the Nicole Kidman ad 100 times.